The rude husband always found something to reproach his wife for.
Bye-bye. I'm going to the pool.
With that live ring around your waist?
That's an exaggeration. I'm in a great shape.
You are wrong, and I will prove it to you.
The next morning, the man showed his wife her reflection in the mirror. Callie saw herself fat and disgusting for the first time.
How long have I been so huge?
For quite a while. I told you, but you ignored my hints.
Callie asked her husband to stop pitying her. That's when Dan took the case so she wouldn't leave the house.
I won't be able to control your diet while you're out. At home, I will count every one of your calories.
Callie agreed to the diet. Unfortunately, the food wasn't enough for her. Dan, on the other hand, didn't deprive himself of anything.
Could you not do that in front of me?
If you want to lose weight, you have to train your willpower.
Callie believed he was right. Her willpower was failing her. After dinner, she hid her husband's leftovers. And as soon as he went to work, she dug in. Callie burned the calories she consumed with strenuous exercises. Yet, Dan quickly saw through her deception.
Your insincere smile betrayed you.
He noticed a piece of meat stuck between Callie's teeth. Dan proceeded to turn the whole house over and found all of her hidden places. He packed his things in order to get away from her.
Oh no! Please don't! I promise I'll get myself together.
I don't know. I tried so hard to help you, and you ruined everything. Perhaps I'll stay, but on one condition.
Dan said that from that moment on, he would work remotely to keep a close eye on Callie's every step.
Stop. You pee with the door open. Or are you hiding something again?
Dan's methods seemed to be getting harsher. Still, she noticed how they were yielding results. Excited, Callie decided to call her friends over. However, Dan thought it was a bad idea.
Do you want to appear in front of them like this?
These are the people closest to me. I won't be shamed.
He proposed a small experiment. And posted Callie's photo in a group chat with her friends.
Consider it a preview of the party. Let's see their reaction.
Oh my god, did you eat your husband?
Why would I post something like that? I've lost my appetite for good.
I'm willing to give you some of my grandma's clothes. You're both the same size.
Dan convinced Callie that no one needed her but him. As a way of thanking him for his devotion, she prepared his favorite dish and added sleeping pills to it.
A pleasant surprise awaits you.
Apart from this delicious food, you're spoiling me, my love.
Callie made sure Dan was really knocked out. After that, she put on a baggy attire to hide her disgusting body. Before leaving home for the first time in a while, she lowered her head to avoid the mocking stares and stopped by a window shop to choose some new socks for them. While doing so, Kelly noticed a passerby piercing her with a gaze.
What are you looking at? Never seen an overweight person before?
Oh no, ma'am. I froze because I was struck by such beauty.
The stranger took a picture of Kelly without permission. She saw herself in it, slimmer than ever before.
If this is a prank, it's a very cruel one.
Callie ran into the store to make sure she wasn't imagining things. And in every mirror, she was thin, emaciated even. Callie suspected them to be a trick to make customers appear leaner.
Sorry for snapping at you. Could you come closer?
Yet, the guy in the reflection looked exactly the same. Once home, she stared into the mirror that Dan had brought. Her body was distorted again.
Where is the promised surprise?
Don't worry, you'll get it.
Dan woke up the next morning expecting to see his wife next to him.
Ah! What the heck? Get out of here, you damn pervert!
Honey, don't you recognize yourself? Take a closer look. It seems like someone needs to go on a diet, doesn't it?
You should be grateful to me because I finally made you perfect.
Still, Kelly refused to conform to her husband's beauty standards. She allowed herself to be whatever she wanted.
It's the first time I've seen you smile. What made you so happy?
I lost a total of 180 pounds. Named Dan.
Cutting people out of your life doesn't mean you hating them. It's simply a matter of respecting yourself.
I got stuck in the airplane seat due to my weight. Instead of helping, my hubby started giggling and taking pictures of that embarrassing moment.
Shall I bring you some cake, honey?
That was just the beginning of an unforgettable vacation. I had terrible bruises on my hips and dreamed of hitting the hay. But as it turned out, the bed wasn't designed for people my size. Peter suggested that I should sleep in the shower.
It's only fair. The one who can't fit in the bed has to go.
I wanted to spend the next day by the pool, alone. But Peter started interfering with my choice of swimsuit. I already wanted to hit him with something, when suddenly, he chose a bikini. I cooled down and felt relieved, thinking that my husband was accepting my body once again. But in the blink of an eye, he opened the porthole and threw the bikini into the open sea. Stop it! You fell in love with me when I looked like this. I feel comfortable in my body. I like every single part of it. Peter asked if I was sure, and I decisively nodded. But the next minute, I regretted it. I went down into the pool for aqua aerobics. And the water started spilling out. Plus, whenever I tried to move, waves would knock the other girls off their feet. The coach politely asked me if I wished to come by later for an individual session. Peter watched me, feeling triumphant. The cruise has become jail for me, as I was literally deprived of any freedom. Nothing was suited for plus-sized people on the ship. Peter had completely changed for the worse. He wouldn't wash my back, refused to give me sweets, even hung around some fashion models the whole time. I withdrew and stopped going out to the deck. I wanted to be held and dreamed of complaining to my dad as soon as possible. Eventually, our ship arrived at the port where my parents lived. But when we got ashore, no one was waiting for us. Peter assured me that he had warned my parents and told them the exact time of our arrival. We took a cab and went to their house. But no one was there either.
I guess they chose not to tell you the truth. Sadly.
As it turned out, my parents tried to convince Peter not to take me there, so I wouldn't learn the bad news about my dad. What? You knew about it and didn't say anything? What kind of person are you, Peter? I was the last one in the family to find out that my father had been hospitalized. He had a heart attack due to being overweight.
Do you see now what can happen to you in the future?
Peter deigned to explain his disgusting behavior. That he had planned the cruise with the intention of showing me what my lifestyle could lead to.
Remember how we promised to grow old together. Are you still going to keep that promise?
Grow old? I didn't want to see him for the rest of our vacation. I refused to return to the ship and stayed home in order to take care of my dear daddy. However, on the very first day, I realized that I couldn't do the most basic things. I wanted to help the dearest person in the world to me with all my heart, but my body seemed to be against it. After a few months of enormous effort, Dad got back on his feet and immediately suggested for us to go for a walk by the sea. When I saw Peter there, I realized that it wasn't by chance. Somehow, he earned my father's trust.
I'm grateful for your care, but Peter is your family. Listen to him, honey.
Peter got down on his knees and put his hands up. He was holding 3 plane tickets for our way home. 1 for him and 2 for me. Finally, he realized that he had to apologize.
I was obsessed with the desire to grow old alongside you. And I forgot about my promise to you. In sickness and in health.
Peter asked me to give him another chance to fulfill his vow. We went back home. But I had one condition. That Peter wouldn't try to make me lose weight anymore. I made the decision to be more active, not for the numbers on the scale. But to get everything I dreamed of in life. I don't regret my choice. I have a big family and a husband who hasn't forced me to do anything in 30 years. Acceptance is a bed where 2 loving people will always find enough space.